towards the Roads and Helens. Saints being led out today. Lady mascot Jennifer Gibson, 11 years of age she is, attends English Martyrs School at Haydock. There she is, just going over to the main stand side. Throwing a ball there, well, nearly throwing a ball. There's Big John picking it up, nearly falling over, but there's Jennifer coming back into the field of play. Big day for this young lady. She likes horse riding, playing rugby with the lads. Well, there's one, Jennifer. But her favourite player is Alan Hunt, but she's out there centre field, just coming with Shane Cooper, Saints captain. The team for the Saints today: Phil Beavers at full-back, a change three-quarter line. It's Quirk, Connolly, Hunt and Sullivan. Rapati and Bishop at the half-back pairing, with Ward, Dwyer and Mann the front row, Harrison, Farber, Cooper the back three. Bailey and Groves are the substitutes. Bradford there with captain David Hobbs centre, with the Saints mascot Jennifer Gibson. Here she is, just coming over to the popular side. Obviously her parents on the popular side. Big day for this young lady. Jennifer Gibson there, 11 years of age, from English Martyrs. The Bradford side this afternoon: Wilkinson at full-back, Marchant, McGowan, Anderson and Francis at the three-quarters, Ite and Summers the half-backs, with Gratian, Paul Gratian, Barraclough, Hamer the front three, Hobbs, Furbank and Pendlebury the back three. Cooper and Richards are substitutes. Referee for today, Colin Morris, and we're off. Deep kick downfield, Gary Connolly brings it over, now with Tia Rapati. Strong lad Rapati in the stand-off position. That's what he is. His natural position is a stand-off. He's played all over for the Saints. What is there? Beavers at the full-back position, and Gary Connolly back in the centre. Position where I prefer to see him, Gary Connolly. He doesn't like it, he prefers the full-back position. But obviously he'll play anywhere, as long as they get a place in the first team squad. They'll just pull that jersey on. Bishop kicks us upfield. Tony Marchant, ex-Castleford flyer, but Cooper meets him. Excellent tackle from Shane Cooper. George Mann quickly in as the second tackle. Wilkinson, the full-back, big lad. Ex-Leeds campaigner Wilkinson. Certainly is a handful. But Bradford, it's Barraclough trying to bring it away. Lacking a little in idea there, but Bradford bring it blindside with captain Hobbs. John Harrison, his opposite number, wraps him up. Bradford kick it downfield. Tony Sullivan takes it well, moves across centre field. The Bradford cover came in, and loose forward there, John Pendlebury. Finally brings him to ground, now with Kevin Ward. Excellent forward, Kevin Ward. Let's hope that Mal Riley can see his way to bringing Ward back into the Great Britain squad. There's no danger about this fella, he can certainly bring some of these youngsters on. You need that experience and a new lease of life in the Saints ranks. The ball with Farber, turns it inside, Cooper. Well, Cooper just couldn't gather it, but a knock-on from Bradford. But he's giving the first knock-on, I think, a scrum down with the Bradford feed, I would imagine. Yes, Colin Morris points to the Bradford side, but Cooper, he did juggle with the ball, but when he come to try and grab it, he was tackled with without the ball, but Bradford couldn't hold it, and the first offence being indicated. Bradford win that first scrum, and it's Pendlebury. We all remember Pendlebury, he's been around, hasn't he? Wigan, Halifax, now with Bradford. He was the difference. Popped that drop goal over, which gave Halifax a 19 points to 18 lead against the Saints at Wembley. Won Halifax the Challenge Cup on that occasion. Barraclough there, centre field. Trying to scamper through, George Mann wraps him up, but it's Bradford still in possession. Hobbs. Wilkinson looming up. Also John Hamer was there, but Saints withstood the pressure. Hobbs pushing Ward off. Pendlebury kicks it through. The ball come back to McGowan. The tackle is still on, I think the sixth tackle. It's now waved off. Well, mid-flight. Didn't wave it off straight away. But another 6 tackles for Bradford to see what they can do. Hamer it is, bursting through. Wrapped up by George Mann. Kevin Ward in there. Bradford now putting pressure on the Saints. 15 yards from the line, right in front of the sticks. Now with Hobbs, the ex-player coach, but he's now obviously just a player. Well, second row forward there. Carl Furbank played it to himself. Nearly held up over the line. He played it to himself. No marker. Slack marking from the Saints, obviously. The Saints have to press up. Hobbs, lofted ball. Well, knocked down on the far side. Richard Francis knocked it forward. Well, his head knocked forward. It's indicated as off the foot. As a high towering ball, but it's knocked dead by Bradford as they came across. McGowan was in the action there and Marchant. Bradford knocked it dead, and Saints to restart with a tap from the centre of the 25. Alan Hunt it is. But certainly Bradford not offside there. Saints played it quickly. Bernard Dwyer got things underway, but Bradford weren't onside, and referee Morris didn't pick it up. Now with Farber bursting through. Well, a high tackle indicated. John Hamer it is. Certainly didn't look really noticeable as Farber was coming through, but obviously Farber felt the full force of it, took exception to it. John Hamer there just being told, keep your tackling down below the neck. But Farber's being brought over for whatever reason. He's only said something to Hamer, he didn't actually retaliate, but referee Morris showing his importance just in the early stages. We've just had 5 minutes of the game gone, no score at present, but Saints have just been awarded the first penalty of the match. Phil Beavers now urging his players to keep onside. Before he glide, Morris picks him out. But an excellent kick from Beavers, he finds touch just short of the Bradford 25. Bernard Dwyer plays it to Bishop, on to Kevin Ward. Excellent run from Kevin Ward in the Bradford 25. John Harrison now bringing it blindside. 3-man Bradford tackle, tried to bring him down. Well, Hobbs sticking the head in there. Yes, I should think so too. And let's come on, Mr. Morris, let's have you going in with the head. Let's see him in the sin bin for 10 minutes for incidents like this. No need for that, and right in front of the referee. It's not bad play that for an ex-player coach, is it? A good example to your players. Saints putting the pressure on now. Bishop, there's the wall, but Dwyer takes it quickly, powering for the line, just brought down, inches short. McGowan doing the tackling there. Saints public get behind them. Bishop with the move, yes. Rapati's there. Alan Hunt's there, I beg your pardon. Excellent try from the Saints. Excellent try from the Saints there, Alan Hunt, Saints leading try scorer, goes in for his 12th of the season. That's a planned move, a Mike McClellan special. The wall was on the right, that was just the dummy. Bernard Dwyer took it from acting half-back, went in at close range, couldn't touch the ball down, then he came back to Bishop. He turned with his back to the sticks, kicked it over. Alan Hunt went through like nobody's business. Won the chase for the line, touched it down. Referee Morris was right there. And Saints with 4 points on the board. Congratulations all round from the Saints. But it's Paul Bishop, just about 8 yards in, right on the 25-yard line. Excellent try from the Saints. Bishop, it's curling in, yes, and an excellent conversion. One out of the top drawer there for Paul Bishop. He gives Saints a 6-point lead. Excellent start from the Saints. And we've had 7 minutes, just over 7 minutes of play. The deep kick-off from Bradford. Saints take it well. It's fed across the line there. John Harrison looking to release. He does to Connolly. Saints keeping it moving. Rapati gets the ball back to Cooper. Out to Alan Hunt again. Good ball from Hunt to Sullivan. Sullivan up the flank. Excellent work from him. Just taking the tackle of Wilkinson and Barraclough. He moved inside, did Sullivan, gave that little bit of space, came back on the outside, but just couldn't squeeze through. Excellent move from the Saints, moving upfield, 50-odd yards. Neil Summers feeds it, Bradford with possession, Wilkinson in the line. Well, Bradford just at 6s and 7s there, Neil Summers it is, looking for support, but nobody there. Obviously the planned move gone down, but it's Hobbs inside to Paul Gratian, son of Jeff Gratian. And now it's this second row forward, Carl Furbank, one of many brothers. Well, that's a knock on, not picked up, but Hobbs kicks it downfield. Beavers well positioned. Beavers brings it up to the 25, centre field, tries to cut through the defence, but Barraclough has him. Saints play it quickly, excellent ball handling skills as Rapati, looking for space. Well, tries to get the ball up to Quirk, going down in the tackle there was Rapati. He flicked it up, but just couldn't be taken by Les Quirk on the far side. Scrum down to be formed midway between the Saints 25, the halfway line with the Bradford feed. Both the other two scrums that have been formed have gone Bradford's way. It has been Bradford's head and ball. Summers feeds, Bradford have possession. Well, Saints going to be penalised for offside, I think. Moving round quickly, and referee Morris awards Bradford the penalty. Hobbs there. Is he going to go for goal, Hobbs? Has he made his mind up? Well, I do beg your pardon. Well, it is offside, yes. I was going to say it's a differential penalty at the scrum, but Saints penalised for offside, so he could have gone for goal. Richard Francis. Barraclough at dummy half. Farber and Harrison combine to bring the Bradford attack to a halt. And it's Barraclough again. Moves it left. Summers onto Hobbs. Looking for support. There's Wilkinson. He's a big lad. Powering for the line. Held up just short. Excellent run there from Wilkinson. Hobbs, the provider. Well, Wilkinson pushing the Saints off. We've seen that penalised before now. But referee Morris, he's virtually on the dead ball line there. The Saints are lining up on their own line. Furbank looking to release. He couldn't do. Excellent clamp tackling there from Tirapati. Bishop had his legs. Well, they kicked through the ball. Saints have possession. Bernard Dwyer. But it's a penalty to the Saints. Incorrect to play the ball by Bradford. Playing it forward when he was being marked. Playing it to himself while there was a marker. And Saints with a penalty. And Phil Beavers from just outside his own try line. Good kick from Beavers, a clearing kick. Found touch just outside the 25. Dwyer plays it to himself, drives forward. Bishop attacking half-back. George Mann now coming cross-field. Certainly a buzz when George Mann gets hold of this ball. Cooper. Farber, but it's knocked back by Bradford. That should be another 6 tackles. It's not been waved off yet, but Connolly is on his way, threading his way through. Released it to Farber, back to Bishop. Long ball from Bishop to Alan Hunt. Takes it well, beats Marchant. Lofted ball to Tony Sullivan. He has to come back in field. He released it to Harrison. Sater, move it over to the right, quick hands again. Dwyer, Farber, knocked down again, well that's going to be another 6. It's waved off this time as Quirk. He does the job. He rounds his man. He's up to the halfway line. Excellent play from the Saints. The Saints crowd get behind them. Bishop, good ball to Ward. Excellent pinpoint pass to Ward. Short ball. Now George Mann taking up the running. Rapati backing up from Harrison. Yes, in the clear. Out to Sullivan. Up the wing. Inside ball to Beavers. Yes, back to Alan Hunt. Put it to forward. No try for Hunter, but excellent ball handling skills from the Saints. The Saints public come alive. Applause from all sections of the crowd, including the Bradford public as well, the supporters from Bradford. You must applaud good rugby, mustn't you? Even though you're on the receiving end of it. Summers again, feeds it. Bradford, 4 scrums. Well, 3 scrums, 3 clean scrums. The last one was penalised. Pendlebury. George Mann brings him to a halt. Barraclough at dummy half. Furbank coming through. He releases it. On to John Hamer, that was. Hobbs bringing it blindside. George Mann wraps him up. Good clamp tackle there from George Mann. Well, knock on from Bradford. Paul Gratian coming through and couldn't take it cleanly, knocked it forward. First scrum with the Saints feed, and we've had 14 minutes of the game gone. It's still 6 points to 0 in the Saints' favour, courtesy of that 6-minute Alan Hunt try, converted excellently by Paul Bishop. Referee Morris right in the thick of it there. Saints bring it blindside, it's on to Bishop. Bishop trying to wriggle out of the tackle, but excellent play from the Saints. Cooper inside, now with Tony Sullivan, driving for the line. Bernard Dwyer brings it to forward, but excellent defence from Bradford, holding the Saints out, and the Saints are running hard at Bradford. Cooper along the line, Rapati looking for the gap. Strong lad, shrugs off 2 tackles, still going Rapati, brushes off another tackle, releases the ball back. Well, whether he shouted held or not, I don't know, but Rapati, well, it's going to be a penalty to the Saints, I think, right in front of the sticks. Somebody being brought out. David Hobbs is there. He's the captain, and I don't know who else he's brought out, whether it's Furbank or not, but Rapati must have been on the receiving end. Quite a lot of attention there. He was going through, yes, it's Furbank, but Rapati on the receiving end of a lot of attention. He broke out of 2 tackles, came again, went to release it to Bernard Dwyer, I think it was, and referee Morris quickly picked it up. There was some malpractice in the tackle. We didn't pick anything out here, especially with Rapati wriggling in the tackle, but referee Morris did it, and Saints awarded the penalty, and it's a chance for Bishop to extend the Saints lead. Third round of the Regal Trophy here today. A semi-final place at stake. Bishop there strikes it well, right between the sticks. 16 minutes gone, and Saints now 8 points to 0 in the lead. David Hobbs now for Bradford, centre field to get things underway again. Saints getting quickly into the stride. Leaders of the Stones Bitter League Championship table. First position. The last 3 Sundays. Well, Connolly again bursting through. These last 3 Sundays being taken up with Regal Trophy action. Harrison feeds it back. Well, a knock on, but Bradford will have possession. Saints just getting mixed up a little bit there in the movement, and Bradford having possession. It's now with Gratian. Kevin Ward comes back for a second bite of the cherry. Big lad, this Gratian. If he turns out half as good as his father, he'll be a good one. Pendlebury, short ball to Wilkinson, going for the corner. Beavers, oh, a superb try-saving tackle from Beavers. Excellent ball there. As Bradford came in, but Beavers there saved the Saints baiting again. Loose play from Bradford as he moves it over to the left. Tony Anderson there, trying to get things underway, but Connolly wraps his man up as Anderson had released it to Barraclough. Bradford in effect forced back 25 yards there with that excellent power play, power defence from the Saints. Barraclough at dummy half. Inside ball, Pendlebury. Support there from Furbank, well, tackling again. McGowan, it's out to Marchant. He turns in field, Cooper wraps him up. Must be the 6th tackle it is. Referee Morris raises his hand there. Summers out to Pendlebury, chips it through, but Beavers takes it on the run. Well, looking for Les Quirk on his outside, but Beavers took it excellently there. Connolly on the charge, up the field. 20-yard run from Connolly. Saints quickly break. good in attack as defence. Just held out well there on the Bradford line. He certainly looked to try all the way from Wilkinson, but that man Beavers was there again. And Saints bring it up to the halfway line. John Harrison brought down by Pendlebury. George Mann attacked in half, turns it in field. Rapati looking for that break, good ball to Beavers. Connolly again, Quirk's with him, he gives Quirk the ball. The excellent tackle on the wing, but he's up to the 25. Bishop there lofts it high, Cooper's under it. Marchant takes it excellently, well taken by Tony Marchant, but Saints penalised for offside. Well, who he's actually pointing to, I don't know, but Bradford have been awarded a penalty. "19 minutes of the game gone, 4 penalties to Bradford, 2 for the Saints. 4 penalties to the Saints, I beg your pardon, 2 for Bradford, and it's Bradford taking the scrums, the clean scrums by 3-1. Well, Saints penalised again. Certainly doing a bit of nitpicking there is Mr. Morris. So quite a lot of discontent in the Saints faithful below us, and no doubt all round the ground. As referee Morris doing the nitpicking, I just hope he's as consistent throughout the match, and he actually picks up the Bradford when they're infringing on the rules. Barraclough, Summers, back to Summers from Hobbs. Summers at dummy half for Bradford, they're bringing it blindside, it's Gratian, turned in the tackle, well, it's kicked through, that's all on, yes, good decision there, a Saints moving to the right, Rapati, Connolly again, looking strong, Gary Connolly, certainly, well, all offside on referee Morris is right, but he's awarded the penalty for an infringement at the play of the ball as Connolly was trying to play it. Loose forward, Pendlebury being penalised there. Touch found, 10 yards short of the Bradford 25. Dwyer played it to Bishop. George Mann coming in, but solid Bradford tackling. Hobbs leading the charge. Bishop back to Cooper, on to Ward on the opposite diagonal. They're still charging forward, it's Kevin Ward, the ball's been lost. Bradford have it, well, Saints had been awarded a penalty. Raking the ball out of Kevin Ward's hands is the indication. David Hobbs there arguing with, or voicing his opinion, should I say, to referee Morris, but he'll get no joy out of it. I think Saints will go for goal, they'll have to go for goal. A definite kicking position there as Paul Bishop. Shane Cooper it was there just trying to cod the Bradford defence, but the kick at goal has to be on. Bradford doing themselves no favours. Saints being awarded penalties on 6 occasions against 3 for Bradford. The third round of the Eagles, Saints coming through by first round wins over Huddersfield 32 points to 10 away, and away last week at Oldham by 24 points to 18. A chance for Bishop now to register his third of the afternoon. Strikes it well, right between the uprights, 22 minutes gone, and 10 points to 0 the score. Bradford here by virtue of beating Lee East, the amateur club who disposed of Chorley in the first round. They certainly give those Lee East a good hammering at Oddswell, 76 points to 0. And in the second round, there was at home again, both home ties to Sheffield Eagles, beat those by 44 points to 10. As I was just saying before, Saints at the top of the tree in the First Division table, Bradford at the bottom, only one win out of 9 games. They're at 14th position with just 2 points. All 4 were bursting through. Bradford's sole win this season was against Salford. They beat them by 48 points to 24. And old Salford, they did a grand job yesterday, certainly the informed team. Salford, well, Francis on the far side, all the time in the world, and yet he took the ball and run into touch. So it's a scrum down midway between the halfway line, the Bradford 25 with a Saints feed, surely. Yes, Salford, they're the informed team. They beat Wigan yesterday in the third round, the televised third round, 24 points to 14. After the old pie eaters taking a lead of 12 points to 4. Hunt, good ball to Rapati. Rapati stretches up centre field. Turns in the tackle, but Bradford doing a bit of mauling. Pendlebury again. Referee Morris not doing out this time, but Beavers scampering away. 20-yard burst from Beavers. Dwyer out to Bishop. Saints on the rampage now. Well, Cooper can't take it. Went through Cooper's hands, and a knock-on to be indicated. Well, Saints there, just as they was getting it together. The ball being knocked forward. Saints captain Shane Cooper couldn't take it. Just as well for Bradford. A scrum down now, Summers to feed. Bradford hook it. 4-1 they've taken it so far this afternoon. Furbank within 10 yards of his own 25. It's now on to John Hamer. John Harrison and Kevin Ward quickly wrap him up, but it's Barraclough as ever at the acting half-back position. Pendlebury trying to spread it onto Brett Ighty. Well, he wriggles out to 3 tackles. Still going forward, Brett Ighty. The New Zealander in the Bradford ranks. Well, there's nobody moved on the far side, and referee Morris has adjudged the Saints offside. He was lined up with them. So another bad decision there from referee Morris. Nothing more than we can expect. Hobbs is going to have a go for goal. He wants to get points on the board. Bradford trailing by 10 points to 0. In the league this season, we've already beaten Bradford by 30 points to 12 here at Nosey Road. Not had the return encounter yet, and Saints winning at home last season, 24-20, and losing at Oddswell by 18 points to 16. 2 tightly contested games last season. But it's Bradford with David Hobbs. It's going to be about a 38-yard kick, more or less centre field. With Hobbs there, could have had a go for goal before, elected not to. Kicks for goal this time, is successful. 26 minutes of the first half gone, and Bradford on the board with that Hobbs penalty goal. So referee Morris there, some of his decisions this afternoon certainly left a lot to be desired. As Beavers kicks off, kicks it deep. Saints still troubled with a lot of injury problems. Mike Riley out with the back, Paul Loughlin long-term injured, out till March with his arm. Sonny Nicol with the leg injury. Jonathan Neal with the leg injury as Bradford break quickly. But Bishop wraps him up, Paul Farber's there with him. Also Jonathan Griffiths out with knee injury, he's had surgery on it. Should be back around about the Christmas time. Been very unlucky with injury this season. Well, Gratian there landing on top of John Harrison as he tried to bring him down. Hobbs, quick ball to the left. George Mann wraps him up. The man not actually going to ground. Brett Eatey it was. But Hobbs there kicks and it touches the Saints man, so it's all on. But Vivers well positioned on the far side, and Vivers comes in. Tries to push the defender off, but it's now with Les Quirk. And Bradford lying up, but referee Morris hasn't picked them out, has he, so far? John Harrison drives it up, turns in the tackle, looking to release. That 6'7" frame, it takes some clamping. Well, Bradford offside again on the referee's right, but he's choosing to ignore it again. No doubt there'll be a mammoth cheer when he finally picks it up. Kevin Ward powering into the defence. Sixth and final tackle. Well, Bishop gets the kick. Well, that's a perfect kick from Bishop. Oh, just curling in. How unfortunate. Wilkinson tidies it up. Sullivan and Alan Hunt complete the tackle. The Saints faithful get behind them. They want to keep Bradford up there in the 25. 12 minutes of the half remaining, 10 points to 2 the score. Gratian going crossfield. Kevin Ward had him round the legs. Cooper came in for the tackle as well. Pendlebury threading his way through, looking for support, but there's nobody with him. He's all on his own. Hamer at dummy half, on to Hobbs. Kicks it down again. Vivers well positioned. No fault in this lad, Vivers. As Sullivan tries to go crossfield, but he's well wrapped up. Summers comes in and completes the tackle. Vivers at dummy half, onto Rapati. Good ball to Connolly. Excellent ball from Rapati to Connolly. Well, just nearly had the wax removed from his ears there. A high tackle that came in that missed. And it's George Mann. Good ball to Alan Hunt. But unfortunately, taken down there. Bradford moving up quickly. Bernard Dwyer brings it blindside. Scampers away, does Bernard. Sullivan's moving up on the left. Well, Sullivan came infield. Bernard, he came up on the left and then went infield. Bernard Dwyer saw him, but an excellent clamp tackle. Ward keeping up the running. Back to Cooper. Yes, a superb try. Excellently scored by Saints captain. He only had to finish it off, and he's under the sticks. Shane Cooper, his 4th try of the season, and an excellently finished try. But that move started from virtually in his own half, just in his own half, by Bernard Dwyer. He brought it up the blind side. Tony Sullivan saw it broke through. Bernard looked as though he was going to pass to the left. Sullivan went on the inside. He had to take the tackle. And then from the ensuing play, it was moved through a few pair of hands, and Kevin Ward also having an instrumental effect in that try. He came through onto a lovely short ball and he flicked it. I think it was for the final pass from Ward to Cooper, and all Saints captain Shane Cooper had to do was touch it down. Extends the Saints lead 14 points to 2, and just a formality for Bishop here for his 4th of the afternoon. There he is, lobs it between the sticks. 16 points to 2 the score, and about 10 minutes remain. Bradford there making a substitution. Tony Anderson had to be cheered off into the dugout, with substitute back David Cooper going on for Bradford. Les Quirk coming crossfield, comes up, pushes into the Bradford defence, nearly broke through there. Barraclough, I think it was, that brought him down. But Cooper again, out to John Harrison. Saints certainly looking hungry, and as I said, they've just got that combination together now. Dwyer onto Farber, and that's not bad scoring that try though, when Bradford were offside for nearly all the movements as Saints were bringing it up. Blindside ploy, George Mann gives the dummy. Good ball, well, excellent ball to Hunt, I was just going to say. But it was knocked forward. But George Mann took the defence on, decided to pass round the man. Alan Hunt couldn't take it. The ball to ground, and a scrum down to be formed with Summers to feed it for Bradford, midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. So Bradford with all possession from the scrum. Well, a knock down there by Pendlebury, took his eye off the ball. An unforced error for Bradford this time. Scrum down, similar position, a bit more infield with the Saints feed this time. 8 minutes of the half remaining, 16 points to 2 the score in the Bradford's, in the Saints' favour. Bishop feeds, Saints move it up. Rapati kicks it up, Sullivan's on the chase. Watch him go, Marchant's there. Well, Marchant has to take it. Well, he's ruled Sullivan offside. Well, no way, no way. Unless he's given an obstruction decision. But a bad decision there by referee Morris. Jeers all round, just show what the Saints Speckies think of that. And I'll join him on that one. Hamer coming through, just outside his own 25. Barraclough feeds it infield, onto Gratian. Ward wraps him up, John Harrison as well. 16-2 the score, and Saints playing out of the skin. Pendlebury again, Dwyer brings him down. Harrison just completes the tackle. Bradford still in possession, turning it infield. Carl Furbank loses his footing, goes down. Now with Hobbs. He wraps up there, loose ball. Alan Hunt chips it forward. Can he win the chase? Yes, he can. The try is given there. Loose play from Bradford. Alan Hunt capitalises, and another 4 points for the Saints. Bradford with loose play just inside their own half. It went down, Alan Hunt kicked it through. It certainly looks as though it may curl into touch. It didn't, and Hunt followed it up, picked it up cleanly and dove in at the corner. Only a foot or so in from touch. Well, not so bad, eh? 20 points to 2. This goal kick to come from Paul Bishop, and playing 14 men, eh, as well. Not too bad at all. Bradford, they were last season's beaten Riedel finalists. They went down to Warrington by 12 points to 2. But not having the best of fortunes, as I said, in the league, obviously. Bottom position in the Stones Bitter League table. Only one win to the credit. Crowd dies down as Bishop lofts it well. It's going across the face of the posts. Very unlucky there, but an excellent kick from Bishop. Just fading across the face of the posts. Bradford kick it deep. 20 points to 2 the score. Now with Connolly. Taken down 15 yards away from his own line. Now with Cooper. Harrison taking up the running. Nearly beats the tackle, just cops a knee there round the head area from David Hobbs. Accidental knee, but it's George Mann bringing it blindside. Alan Hunt there again, looking to receive the ball, but it's Dwyer scampering up there. Bernard Dwyer been revelling in this role in the hooking spots. Good in the loose, excellent tackler. But Kevin Ward running the ball up. Sixth and final tackle now. Bradford offside again, but it's with Beavers. Wilkinson well under it. Saints have got to give him 10 yards. Rapati and, I beg your pardon, Alan Hunt and George Mann wrap for Wilkinson up there, but he took it well. It's now with Marchant going cross-field. Barraclough at dummy half in field to Pendlebury. Well wrapped up there, he's trying to release it, but no support for him. 3 minutes to the interval. And Gratian powering upfield. George Mann wraps him up. Bradford in possession, just inside their own half. Summers looking for to spread it. It's onto McGowan. This fellow McGowan is a wily campaigner. He certainly gives Saints a bit of clog in the time that Saints have played him. He usually gets on the board with one try at least. Let's hope we break the duck today. Sixth and final tackle. Hobbs puts it downfield. Beavers well under it. Excellent play from Beavers. Connolly on the outside, and Connolly going up the wing. No problem for Beavers there. Cooper. Rapati beats the man over to the right. Beavers again, quick hands to Quirk. Pushes through one tackle, but Saints move upfield 40 yards. And now it's Saints power play again. Kevin Ward. Well, Saints already won a trophy in the cabinet this season, the Lancashire Cup. They're looking for the Regal Trophy. Harrison powering up into the Bradford 25. Well, Bradford urged to get onside, but all offside on the referee's left. Cooper chips it through. Rapati following it up. Wilkinson fumbles it, and Rapati will take him down. Yes, excellent play there. Saints certainly putting the gas pedal down, putting the cosh on Bradford. Less than 2 minutes to the interval. 20 points to 2 the score. Hobbs drops out. Bishop takes it well. Let's hope Saints can get more points on the board. Connolly coming crossfield. Excellent display from Connolly up to the 25. Saw the gap. Beat one man but couldn't get past Gratian there. Beavers brings it blindside. George Mann up to the 25. Saints again. On to Cooper. Back to Bishop. Inside to Kevin Ward. Up to the 25 again, but excellent Bradford tackling, holding the Saints back. Saints are moving it across the field, but not penetrating the defence just at present. Here's the gaps now. Surely Cooper. Well, it's out. Dwyer follows it up. A knock-on indicated there by referee Morris. Saints looking for a short ball, but it was knocked forward. Scrum down, Bradford feed in their own 25, deep in their own 25, now with Wilkinson. Summers attacked in half-back, inside to Pendlebury, looking for the runners, but excellent tackle from Ward there. I think that was Furbank coming through. No, it was John Hamer. Ward picks him up for an excellent tackle. The half-time hooter goes bang on the 40 minutes. 20 points to 2 the score. Saints tries in the first half from Hunt twice, Shane Cooper and 4 Paul Bishop goals. So half-time score here at Nosey Road. Saints 20, Bradford 2. Second half to come, and no doubt a pulsating half in prospect. Just before we get underway, as I say, I have a birthday mention. Happy birthday to Bernie Milne from all the gang, and also your Saints video team, Bernie. So many happy returns, happy birthday, and no doubt you'll be enjoying this afternoon's match at 20 points to 2 up. As I said, back with you for the second half. Phil Vivers to get us underway. Referee Morris to centre field. Excellent first half display from the Saints. No doubt Bradford coach Peter Fox will be reading the riot act. A wily old campaigner. And also Mike McClellan, he'll be pleased with the performance, but obviously he wants his team to do more. Bradford with the ball, just on their own 25-yard line. On the wrong end of the cosh from the Super Saints this afternoon. Well, a penalty going to Bradford. For whatever reason, not parting at the play the ball kind of thing indicated there, but as I said before, anything can happen with this fellow. Saints winning the penalties by 6-3 in the first half. Bradford taking the scrums by 6-2 in the first half, but there's the first penalty of the second half going Bradford's way. That's in the first minute. Barraclough, that's a dummy half for Bradford. On to Gratian, running strong, but Rapati wraps him up. Harrison there made the initial tackle. Haiti along the line, Pendlebury, opposite diagonal for Furbank. Haiti again, scampering away, looking for the runners. It's Pendlebury going over on the far side. He lost the ball. Have Saints got possession? It's going to be a knock-on if not. Well, a knock-on indicated there. I think Saints have got the ball, so I can't see any problem with that. It should have been play on advantage. But the ball being knocked down, Pendlebury going through, and he's made quite a few mistakes this afternoon as John Pendlebury. It's a pity he didn't make any mistakes when Saints played Halifax as in that final. managed to knock the ball out of Mark Elia's hands. But Rapati going through again. Excellent display from this standoff this afternoon. Cries of get him on side from below us. Well, I said there would be a mammoth cheer if he did manage to find out that they were offside. He's not picked it up in the first 40 minutes. You can't see him picking it up in the next 40 minutes, can you? Connolly takes the tackle. Well, plays the ball. Eventually does Connolly under a bit of pressure as Bishop kicks it downfield. Positional kicking. Wilkinson stops it with his feet, makes sure. Nearly scored a try in the right-hand corner here before, but an excellent performance from Phil Beavers. Took it well. Bradford temporarily down to 12 men. Furbank being treated just to the left of us. But it's Bradford in possession. John Hamer trying to come through. Solid Saints tackling. As I said, the time Bradford came here earlier in the season in the league, David Hobbs is player coach, but he's since been demoted. Peter Fox installed. I think it's his second spell at Bradford. Had trouble at Featherstone. But that's over Jeff Gratian, the veteran campaigner. Peter Fox said Gratian could still do a good job, but the management there at Featherstone didn't agree with him. He carried on for a couple of weeks and then parted company, resigned. Beavers finally gets up, plays the ball. Paul Farber running from dummy half. Excellent run from Farber. Well, only just taken by the scruff of his neck there. But excellent 25-yard burst from Farber. Bishop along the line now. John Harrison straightens it up. Turns in the tackle. Finally brought to the earth there. Bishop again. George Mann running hard. Good ball to Rapati. But excellent defence for Bradford there. Excellent tackling. But George Mann takes up the running again. Always a marked man, this George. With his power-packed runs as Bishop gets the ball downfield. Marchant should gather it cleanly. He does so. He comes across field. Just sidesteps past Bernard Dwyer, but right into the arms of Alan Hunt. And Barraclough gets it underway. Wilkinson's there. Big lad, this Wilkinson. Trying to bounce off the Saints defence. But it's Bradford again, going through the motions, not managing to actually put any strain on the Saints defence. Along the line now, Pendlebury. Excellently tackled. That's Summers, I think it is, trying to scamper through. No, it's Haiti. But well wrapped up by his counterpart, Tirapati. And then Kevin Ward comes in, completes the tackle. Picking his size there with Ward, isn't he? Well, excellent tackling there from the Saints. Gary Connolly again. Paul Bishop quickly marked up there as David Cooper played the ball. Beavers, no problem for Beavers, eh? Like shelling peas, isn't it? No problem. Inside ball to Les Quirk. Looking for the gap. But a bit of attention for the Bradford man there, taking a knock in that tackle. Bernard Dwyer turns it infield to Bishop. Bullet past to Cooper, out to Farber. Excellent running from the Saints. They're in the Bradford half. John Harrison. Kevin Ward takes it, took it well there. Brought down midway between the halfway and the Bradford 25. George Mann moving it over to the left. Still stood in the tackle is George. Excellent run. Sixth and final tackle now. This will go in the air, I think. Paul Bishop. Well, all the Saints are onside there. They follow it up. It's still loose. Rapati has it. Has he awarded it? No, the touch judge has given the indication. Well, I don't know what sort of an indication that is, but nothing wrong with that try whatsoever. Excellent try there from Tirapati, but the touch judge had given the indication. The referee claims he was unsighted. One way of getting out of it, isn't it? Claim you're unsighted, look at the touch judge, put the pressure on him, and no doubt he'll just get a little bit of friendly banter from the popular side faithful as he runs along this touchline for the remainder of the game. But Bradford have possession. Solid Saints tackling well. Nothing in that tackle again. Excellent power play tackling for the Saints. The touch judge manages to run on now. Isn't it amazing? Referee Morris there, he can pick something out. Couldn't see it before, but he picks it out now. And he's just trying to emphasise on Kevin Ward. I think it must be that don't be as aggressive in the tackling, Kevin. Well, it is a body contact sport. There was nothing in that at all. And certainly two decisions there against the Saints. But it's Bradford in possession. Well, Saints are going to have this ball. It's going to be a scrum down anyway. Bernard Dwyer took a knock there just below our commentary position. Jeanette Smith treating him. But the scrum to be formed. Looks as though George Mann's got in the hooking role. With Bernard Dwyer taking a knock, but it's Saints feed. Rapati on the opposite diagonal. Connolly driving for the corner over the 25. Bishop. Beavers back to Harrison, sees the gap, drives for it. George Mann now coming through. Up to the 25 again, but centre field. Excellent Bradford cover defence. Kevin Ward strides forward. He's within 12 yards of the Bradford line, right in front of the sticks. Cooper, forward. Saints forward, still battering the way into this Bradford defence. Bishop. Cooper, excellent ball to Rapati, out to Les Quirk. Is Quirk in? Has he given it this time? He's given a double movement. Well, he has given a double movement. What a man. I don't know. Quirk bouncing over there with his impetus. No way he could have stopped himself bouncing there. Well, the popular side just exercising the throats onto what they consider of the referee's opinion there. And it's Bradford in possession yet again. And Saints there, they should have had 2 tries on the board, 2 good tries, a possible 12 points going a begging, courtesy of referee Morris. I told you in the first half he was playing 14, and he's trying to definitely bring Bradford back into the game. Well, it's on the chest this time, he's seen it this time, but obviously somebody said something out of turn, and referee Morris has picked it up and penalised the Saints. Excellent tackle from Kevin Ward coming in. Probably somebody asking referee Morris, was he sure that that wasn't a high tackle? You know, after the last one. 4 penalties to Bradford, none to the Saints in this second half. With Saints taking the scrums 2-0. 10 minutes of the game gone. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Still the score 20 points to 2, and to be quite honest, it should have been at least 28. Well, forward pass there. McGowan stretching for the line. Saints wrap him up. When you get the decisions against you like this, it certainly incites you a little bit. But there is the scrum half, Summers, trying to scamper his way forward. Ighty, attacked in half-back, Bradford moving to the right. Perhaps referee Morris will only be happy when he's let a try on the board for Bradford. Well, Hobbs loses the ball, Cooper wraps it up. John Hamer going in there with the knee in Shane Cooper's back. But referee Morris Dirk doesn't pick it up, but it's Alan Hunt in possession on the far side. Everybody on the field saw Hamer going in with a knee on Cooper, except referee Morris, that is. Cooper again, Shane Cooper for the Saints. Well wrapped up on the 25. Saints a little bunched as Kevin Ward brings it away. Cries for Bradford to get onside, but Bishop looking to make headway. Well, knees again, right in front of him there. It's Hamer again. Well, yes. Impeding at the play of the ball there. Bradford are penalised, and only rightly so. But that man Hamer going in with the knees on 2 occasions there and not being picked up. Well, I make that Saints' first penalty of the second half with 12 minutes gone. The score still remaining at 20 points to 2, which was the half-time score. A place in the semi-finals at stake. Saints looking for the 9th appearance in the semi-final. Appeared in the first 3 when it was the John Player Trophy. George Mann bursting through, powering his way for the line. Going crossfield. Excellent run from George there. Now Kevin Ward, the opposite prop, taking up the running, loose ball, but Connolly tidies it up, releases it to Bishop, along the line, Rapati. Out to Les Quirk, but he's well wrapped up. Richard Francis has him wrapped up, quick play the ball needed. Rapati inside to Bernard Dwyer. Excellent tackle from Furbank. But Saints still in possession, and 20 yards short of the Bradford line. Harrison, out to Bishop, sees the gap. Lofty ball to Cooper, quick hands to Beavers. Must be a try on here. Just short there, Rapati. Bradford urged back on side. Excellent duel, is it a try? It is. Shane Cooper, I think it is, coming through on the burst, and he registers his second. Saints register the 4th try of the afternoon. 2 for Hunt, 2 for Cooper now, but he came through on the burst. Took the Bradford defence on and managed to touch down right in front of the referee. Well, 3 tries in the second half we've had in that corner, but only one of them's counted, and that's Shane Cooper's just. But excellent display there. As I said, Saints looking for the 9th appearance in the semi-final. They've only been in the final once in 1988, as no doubt you Saints buffs will know. Widnes, they've been in 3 finals. They was beaten finalists last season, but they won the trophy in 1975 and 1980, beating Widnes on both occasions. But they're not going to be in the semi-final this season, are they? 24 points to 2, 14 minutes of the half gone, and Saints looking to make a couple of substitutions. Well, Bishop's attempt goes wide, but a dual substitution to be made now, with Mark Bailey coming on for Tirapati and Paul Groves coming on for Bernard Dwyer. Took a knock, Bernard Dwyer. Lots of applause for these two as they come off. Both tireless workhorses in the Saints ranks. Bernard Dwyer applauds the crowd. Not very often you see Bernard Dwyer or Tirapati come off, is it? But an excellent display. Tirapati applauds the popular side. Bradford kick off, and just a straight positional change there. Paul Groves right in the hooker's role, and Mark Bailey, who is a recognised standoff, in the standoff replacing Tirapati. Groves right in the action there onto Alan Hunt. 10 yards inside, well outside his own 25-yard line. Bradford urged onside there by referee Morris. The first time he penalises him. There'll be a massive cheer around this crowd, I assure you. Mark Bailey, first touch, into space, Connolly's with him! Outside to Les Quirk, oh, Quirk couldn't take it. Another golden chance there for the Saints, unfortunately going down. Bailey brought through, Connolly was on his left, Quirk was on his right, he passed to Quirk, just touched his fingertips. Paul Bishop says, you're all right, Les, unlucky this time. Bradford wins scrum possession. Richard Francis comes in field. Bradford with the first clean scrum win. Well, a knock on that, surely. Yes. Furbank tried to get it going. Went out to the scrum half, Neil Summers. He couldn't take it cleanly. It went to ground. An unforced error there from Bradford. He should have just took the tackle there, Fernbank, but he tried to get it going, and it's Bishop to feed. Midway between the Bradford 25, the halfway line. So it's taking the scrums 2-1 before this one. Bishop feeds it, Saints with scrum possession. George Mann out wide there. Paul Grove's been out injured. Had a groin problem. Back in the fold at substitute today. There's Groves again. On to Paul Farber. Back to John Harrison. Looking for support. Ward's there with him. Ward holding the defence off. Looking to release, but he's gains another 5 yards further forward. Groves again. Out to Bishop. Well, Bishop this time can't take it. And Neil Summers coming in a little enthusiastically. Well, nothing done about that this time. Persons were warned in the first half for just saying things out of turn. Scrum down with a Bradford feed. It's Brett Haiti that's going to feed it. Bradford want to make a substitution. It's Brett. Pegged in their own 25 of Bradford, and let's hope that's where the Saints can keep them. John Harrison, Paul Farber, I beg your pardon, and Paul Groves completing the tackle. Gratian feeds it back inside to Barraclough. 24-2 the score. We've had nearly 19 minutes of play in the second half. Hobbs, short ball there to Furbank, looking to get it back. Well, Saints have possession. George Mann well positioned there, and a loose play from Bradford. It's Cooper for the Saints. Does a pirouette, feeds it back inside to Bishop, on to Mark Bailey, up to the 25. Bradford still looking to make that substitution. Gary Conley at dummy half, on to Bishop. Inside ball to Cooper. Well taken by George Mann. Side steps inside, looking to release. Takes the tackle, and Conley again at dummy half. Beavers, good ball there to Hunches, in for his hat-trick. Excellent display from the Saints. Quick transference of the ball, and Alan Hunt goes in. Alan Hunt with a hat-trick. Excellent play from the Saints. They've hardly been out of this Bradford half in this second half. Second try of the half, and we should have had 4. 2 being disallowed for one reason or another. Finished off well by Alan Hunt in the corner, but excellent hands from the Saints as they moved it from between the sticks over to the left. Today's match day mascot, Jennifer Gibson, she'll be relishing this game this afternoon. There's no danger. 28-2 the score at present. She'll remember this for a long time. Being mascot at the at Nosey Road, the Saints versus Bradford Regal Trophy, third round tie, and 28 points to 2 the score, and 20 minutes of the game remaining. And Paul Bishop with this conversion attempt from right out wide on the far side. Difficult kick, had a lot of long distance kicks as Paul. 21 goals before today, 5, he's already kicked 4 this afternoon, and that doesn't look too bad, does it, as it comes across? But it's waved away, narrowed a bit. Bradford making a substitution now. Craig Richards coming on, big lad this Richards, for Gratian, Paul Gratian, in the 61st minute. And it's Bradford on the receiving end again. Hobbs with a variation kick. John Harrison, well, manages to fall on the ball, but his knee just breaking the line there. Correct decision this time from that linesman. Unlucky there, but a variation, a good kick from Hobbs. Puts the Saints under pressure. Haiti now at scrum half to feed the ball. Gets it from the base of the scrum. Onto Summers. Inside ball there to McGowan, but well tackled. Shane Cooper quickly in on him. Bradford with a rare excursion in the Saints 25. It's now with Hobbs. He takes it over to the right. Tries to feed Tony Marchant on the far side, but excellent tackling from the Saints. Well covered over there by Sullivan. Craig Richards right in the action. Barraclough at dummy half. Bradford looking to penetrate the Saints ranks. It's Furbank, feeds it inside, onto Craig Richards. Strong lad, fresh pair of legs, fresh forward. Sixth and final tackle now. Referee Morris tries lining the Saints out, but well tidied up there. Alan Hunt scored a hat-trick this afternoon. Excellent play from him. Taking a knock in that tackle. Big lad though, Alan Hunt, who'd shrug it off. As John Harrison just clearing the ball for the Saints. Paul Groves at dummy half. Kevin Ward taking up the running. Up over the 25-yard line now. Alan Hunt is going to receive some treatment there from Saints physio Jeanette Smith, just coming round the back. Groves takes it blindside to George Mann. Feeds it inside. Well, Bradford scoop on the loose ball. Saints tried to keep it moving, but didn't come off that time. 17 minutes of the game remaining, 28-2. No doubt about who's in the bag, along with Salford for the semi-final draw tomorrow. Obviously, we don't know. We've a game against Featherstone to be rearranged, which should have taken place today. We've also next Sunday's game against Swinton, which we don't know about that just at present. But all will be revealed in the wash, as they say. Furbank looking for support. Excellent cover defence there. Phil Beavers and Shane Cooper combine as Bradford were making inroads towards the Saints try line. Pendlebury along the line. Hobbs out to Wilkinson, linking up. Big lad there, just breaks free of the tackle. He comes again and is quickly halted there. Paul Bishop in the action. Pendlebury again. Chips it to himself. Feeds inside, yet McGowan, well, there's McGowan, as I said earlier on, he nearly always pops up with a try against the Saints, does Steve McGowan. Good play from Bradford, possibly the first decent bit of play they've put together. Pendlebury chipped it through, caught it well. McGowan was looming on his right, he took it well and just managed to stretch over. $28 points to 6 to score. 15 minutes of the game remaining. Only played Bradford once before in this Players' Trophy. As Hobbs tries to add the extra points on, but it goes wide. 28 points to 6 the score. And Bernard Dwyer coming back on for Kevin Ward. So Kevin Ward coming off, he doesn't look too happy about it. But Bernard Dwyer going back on. Only been off for about 11 minutes as Bernard. Kevin Ward there. What he's saying, what's up? What? No, he's not happy with that at all. But he's been brought off and he doesn't like it. He's been playing excellently. Saints with a short kick this time. Well, all on. Bernard Dwyer has it. Inside ball to Beavers. Saints on the charge. Back to Farber. Oh, unlucky there. Inside ball to Groves. Just touches his fingertips. And he knocks on. Yes, in this Players' Trophy against Bradford, we played it a few years ago now. We drew 12-all at Bradford in the replay here at St Helens. We've won by 24 points to 10. And that's the only time these two teams have met. What Saints penalised there for not staying apart in the scrum before it's packed. Bradford with the 5th penalty of the afternoon, the 5th penalty of the second half, I do beg your pardon. .28-6 the score. Craig Richards there, big lad, good forward. And at the action, Hobbs on to Pendlebury. Lofted ball out to Summers. Solid Saints tackling with Connolly, Bailey and Les Quirk. Summers attacked in half-back on to Pendlebury, looking to thread his way through. Brought through the tackling, but excellently clamped, couldn't release it. Hobbs again, gives the dummy, quick ball onto Furbank, wrapped up by Bailey. Looked as though he'd lost possession there in the tackle, but he's managed to get it back. As Hobbs there on the 6th tackle. It's now with Summers, but Bradford are running it. Pendlebury onto Whitey. Well, Richards overrunning him. Saints have only got to wrap him up, and it's the changeover. First turnover we've had in the match, that's, and 68 minutes of play we've had. George Mann out to Bernard Dwyer. Saints just a little bunched. Bradford urged to get back on side by the popular side. Obviously the referee's not doing anything about it, so we can only try. Groves, John Harrison. Lets it go, Groves kicks it forward, it must all be on. Alan Hunt follows it up. Well, Hunt being impeded by McGowan. But the ball coming back for the knock-on, I think, no advantage. So Bradford is ruling that... no, he's not. It's Bradford knock-on, and Saints were up there. But certainly McGowan doing a bit of jersey pulling. So, yes, Saints being adjudged to have knock-on. Bradford feed. Whitey to feed. Bradford with scrum possession. Well, nearly made a hash of that, but Pendlebury coming back. Wilkinson coming and feeding it to Richard Francis. Connolly closing him down. Bradford now taking the scrums in this second half by 4-3. Furbank trying to get through. Bishop wraps him up. Les Quirk completes it. Francis at dummy half. Whitey onto Richards. Dwyer has him, no problem. Not much gets past Bernard Dwyer, is there, in the course of a game? Summers along the line. David Cooper. With Summers attacked in half-back. Bradford moving up. Deep in the Saints. Well, this fella's got a cheek, hasn't he? Penalises the Saints for offside. He's only seen one side. As Pendlebury takes a quick tap. Feeds it out to Furbank. He's well wrapped up, and it's on to McGowan. Can he touch it down? He has done. Well, the few Bradford spectators here go quite pleased with delight there, but the referee Morris there, he's certainly done his best for the Bradford in the game, and he'll be happy now. They've got 2 tries. Just a formality for Hobbs there. He lofts it right between the sticks. 28 points to 12 the score, and all the points coming courtesy of referee Morris. As I've said on videos before, certainly this fella in the middle should be done under the Trade Descriptions Act. They're supposed to be impartial, but if they was as impartial as me, they'd be all right, wouldn't they? He's there in the centre of the field there, and he's disallowed 2 tries for the Saints over in the right-hand corner. He's let things go on at the opposite end there, where Bradford have just scored the 2 tries that certainly come through decisions that leave a lot to be desired. Beavers kicks it deep. Well taken there. I think it's John Hamer that gathers it. He drives the ball up to the 25. 28-12 the score, and we've got 9 minutes of the half remaining. Hobbs along the line. Pendlebury looking for support. Could have got the ball away, chose not to. It's Bradford now. Well, excellent tackle from Connolly. The ball was released. Knocked forward there, but referee Morris saying it was off his chest. And this fella is supposed to be one of the most up-and-coming referees. 6th and final tackle for Bradford. Excellent kick there, it's going to find touch. 10 yards from the Saints line. But Saints shouldn't have been in that position. But it's all right, it's up at Bradford, the Saints end, and Bradford are scoring at that end. But referee there just signalling it is the Saints head and ball. It's a pity we wasn't marking the referee's performance, isn't it? I'm sure we'd give him a good score. Saints have possession, it's on to Mark Bailey. 4 scrums each in this half. It's Cooper on to Connolly. Turns in the tackle, gets the ball to Bernard Dwyer, he's into space, over the 25. Still waiting for the first offside decision against Bradford. Saints play it, Bradford offside yet again. Paul Farber going down there and just having a little aggressive tackle there. John Hamer, I think it is, that's been picked out. He's not been doing so bad with head tackles and knees in the back as Hamer, but he got picked out that time. Excellent kick for the Saints, a defined touch on the Bradford 25. Groves to restart. Bishop out to George Mann. Well wrapped up by Pendlebury. Just in the Bradford 25. Groves onto Farber. Gets out of Furbank's tackle. Ducks under another high tackle. Well, he sent him off. He sent David Hobbs, the captain, off. Well, he is supposed to get the red card out. He's reaching for his pocket now. He's shown the red, I think it's the red card. Can't see from here, but he's sent Hobbs off for a high tackle. So Saints there with the penalty. It's amazing how the referee there, he sent Hobbs off for a high tackle. Sent him completely from the field. It didn't look as though he'd actually made contact, but obviously the intent was there. So a lot of these referee decisions this afternoon certainly leaving a lot to be desired. Saints' third penalty of the half, and Bradford down to 12 men for the remaining 5 minutes. And Paul Bishop, he's going to take the goal kick. Just settle it down a bit. Already kicked 4. Strikes it well. Between the uprights. 30 points to 12. Here's the score. Five tries, 4 goals for the Saints this afternoon. Pendlebury kicks it deep. Quirk stops it with his foot, drives it forward. Some rather enthusiastic tackling from Bradford there, coming as they're 1 man down. Groves moves it to the left. Farber running strong. Gets out to the 25-yard line. Groves again, taking up the acting half-back position. Bishop, Cooper along the line. Bailey turns in the tackle. I think it's Pendlebury wraps him up. It is. Beavers, Cooper chips it through. Groves is there. But substitute, I think he's the substitute forward there, yes, David Cooper tidies it up. Wilkinson, the full-back, in possession for Bradford. Bradford in possession, Barraclough moves it to the right. Summers trying to break through. Been virtually watertight Saints defence. Even though they have got 12 points, Bradford, it's courtesy of some slack refereeing decisions, in my opinion. Well, Connolly knocks it down. Bradford have possession. The tackle counts wave clean. But excellent display there from Gary Connolly. Furbank well forward, pass to McGowan, right in front of the referee, on to Richard Francis now. Well, just as it's on about dubious decisions, another one loomed up there, but it's Bradford. Well, you've got to play to the whistle, haven't you? And if the referee's not going to give it, what can you do? Summers on the far side. Well taken down, a lofted ball. He couldn't take it cleanly. Alan Hunt came across with Bishop there as well to wrap him up. Craig Richards, substitute forward. The last couple of minutes of normal time. 30-12 the score. Haiti along the line, Pendlebury, Furbank looking to spread it. He does to Pendlebury. It's out to David Cooper. Connolly wraps him up. Shane Cooper quickly in there again. Sixth and final tackle. Pendlebury signals that it's going up in the air. It's gone to the left. No danger. Phil Vevers takes it on the full. So Saints will restart with a tap from the centre of the 25. Bernard Dwyer has it there. Plays it on to Tony Sullivan. He loses his footing, but he releases it to Mark Bailey. Into space is Bailey. Quirk's with him. Quirk is on the inside, but Bailey taking the tackle. Tony Sullivan also here as well. Quick play the ball as Sullivan scampers away. Inside ball to Farber. Last chance for the Saints now. On to Bishop. Turns back inside. The last chance, I should say, for extra points. Obviously not to win the match. That was won in the first half, wasn't it? Yes. Alan Hunt's going in. Can he stretch? No, just forced into touch. Excellent display from the Saints in ball handling skills. But certainly when the referee gives some of the decisions as he's given this afternoon, it certainly must make your head drop a bit and doesn't do your confidence any good. Scrum down with a Bradford feed. Then the last minute of normal play. Wilkinson for Bradford. George Mann named as the Regal Trophy man of the match. And George Mann in there at the tackle. He releases the ball. There's the Bradford man. Connolly wraps him up. Mark Bailey also in there as well. Craig Richards coming through. Running hard onto the ball, and that's the way that you'll penetrate the defence. Running hard, but Saints cover defence doing well this afternoon. Wrapped him up. John Hamer. Bernard Dwyer sticks to his task, clamps his man. Paul Bishop as the second tackler. Barraclough inside to Pendlebury. Tried to get his team going, but the captain, David Hobbs, just being sent off as Paul Groves comes down. Well, Paul Groves and Farber, and it's on to Haiti, but he's wriggling his way through. Tony Sullivan finally wraps him up. He did well there, Brett Haiti. Only the size of two penneth of copper, but he shrugged the tackles off there. Summers kicks it through, kicks it upfield. Vevers takes it well. Bradford cover defence, comes across. Vevers pushes the tackle off, flicks it out to Les Quirk. He comes back centre field, right down the middle does Les Quirk. 20-yard burst. And Dwyer attacked in half-back. Well, Bradford all offside on the referee's left again, but we know we'll get no joy with him. Back to Cooper from Harrison. Cooper into space. Bailey's up there. Bailey impeded as Cooper lofts it out to Alan Hunt. Hits his knee. Out to Sullivan on the far side. Can Sullivan squeeze in? No. He squaws into touch. Here's the final hooter. The final score here at Rosie Road, 30 points to 12 in the Saints' favour. It was 20 points to 2 at half-time. Then Saints opened the strikes going in the 13th minute. Shane Cooper. 6 minutes later, Alan Hunt scored a try. Those two going unconverted. And then came Bradford's purple patch in 5 minutes. In the 25th minute, McGowan scampered over for his customary try. 5 minutes later, he got another converted by Hobbs after some dubious decisions by referee Morris, and that was all Bradford had for this afternoon. That just tagged on to the penalty goal they got in the first half from Hobbs, and then Paul Bishop penalty goal in the 35th minute after David Hobbs was sent off for a high tackle. The final score here at Nosey Road, Saints 30, Bradford 12, and Saints, as I said, in the bag along with Salford and the winners of the other competitions between Castleford and Leeds and Widnes and Featherstone. We don't know where we're going to be, but I can assure you we'll be there for wherever we are at the next game involving the Saints. Thanks for joining us. The final score, 30 points to 12.